hope that you're well. Today is Wednesday and we are still doing various DIY bits and can you see the drill? We're still doing various DIY bits and settling in. So lots of admin jobs today, like changing our address with various different businesses and things, and then I'm dyeing some yarn. Joe's building my sewing room furniture and also has put up the, what do you call it? Washing line in the garden. A flat pack bench has just arrived that we have ordered, so I will show you that. I also went to exchange some blinds because we bought some daylight blinds which you can put down for privacy but don't actually block out lots of light, but they looked really cheap when they arrived, so I've swapped them for some that look much nicer. And bought some little pots and trays and things for the sewing room. So I'll show you the bench and then I'll explain why we got the bench rather than two chairs, and show you Bee's little corner. This area here is like Bee's corner. Bee is our cat if you haven't seen her already. So we've got her tray down there, cozy little bed which she obviously never sleeps in, and a little cat basket with all of her toys and brushes and this amazing defluffing thing, and her scratching post. Busy day today. What have we done? My husband finished building my cutting table, so that is up and ready to sort of set up, and then we built the rest of the furniture for my sewing room, which is very exciting. I did loads of yarn dyeing. I've dyed up nearly all of the Bakery Bears advent calendar, not advent calendar. Oh, my brain is so full of advent calendars. And the washing's finished. I dyed up all of the Bakery Bears advent kits. So now I want to think of a really nice way to package them because they're quite special. So I've got an idea. So I need to have a little research this evening and find the right packaging materials for them. I also dyed up the Christmas, the festive tipple colourways, and I'll be showing those on the podcast later on this week. I'm so excited to film my first podcast in my sewing room. I just can't wait. But anyway, I'm going to show you what my sewing room looks like right now. So it's got all the furniture up. However, I said to my husband, can you put anything to do with sewing in the sewing room? And now I realise I have a lot more sewing stuff than I thought I did, and some of it is knitting, bless him, so I need to go through and take out anything that's knitting and then organise all of my sewing stuff. Are you ready? It's crazy. So here is how it's currently looking. My wonderful cutting desk at the back there with my big drawers underneath with all my packaging stuff is going to go in. My beautiful chair from IKEA. More drawers which you saw me putting together, and there's one more down there and two here. So this is going to be the computer desk, cutting and packing table, and then sewing machine and overlocker here. However, we are pretty full of stuff in here. Some of it's really pretty, like my sew over it patterns, and I want to have them on display. So I'm thinking of putting a nice ladder shelf here, because basically I will sit here when I podcast. So you will see this, probably not with the bathroom door open, but I want this to be a really nice backdrop for podcasting. And there's probably going to be some shelves along there which are going to be full of yarn basically. But I want that to be a really nice backdrop with some potted plants and that kind of thing. But it's an internal wall and is plasterboard, so I can't put my big heavy IKEA shelves. They're going to go on that wall because that is an outside wall. Long story short, we're nearly there. I just have a lot of tidying to do, so I'm going to put it on time lapse and you can watch me tidy up all of this. I have had a bit of a tidy up in the sewing room. It's looking a lot better. I've set up the machines and I've started to put things in the drawers, but a lot of stuff has just been moved into the spare room for organising like later on, because I don't want to just put everything in the drawers and then have to deal with them another time. I'd rather just put away the things that are essential and I'm going to use straight away, and then all the other stuff that needs sorting it's still in boxes in the spare room, which I kind of need to condense, and some stuff's going in the bin and some stuff's going to charity. So I need to organise that a bit more, but the sewing room is looking so pretty. Are you ready to have a look? Let's swing round. So we have got my trusty KitchenAid set up here. If you haven't seen a video of me using this to twist my skeins, then I'm sure you'll see one soon. I'll do a vlog. My overlocker here, I have a Brother 1034D, and this is the one that was used on the sewing bee. Cables are all underneath. I need to get that set up at some stage. And then I've got my sewing machine here, which is this one-handed. I have a Brother in Novice 955. It has an embroidery attachment. So I got the one with the embroidery attachment, and my mum got the one with like quilting feet, a quilting arm, so that we could embroider and quilt between us. And here is my amazing cutting and packing table. So my husband made the frame for this and put just an MDF top on, and then I bought this. It's like a dusty rose colour kind of oilcloth to go on top, so it'd be easy to wipe clean. And I am in love. It just looks incredible. It's going to be amazing to use. Previously I've packed orders kneeling on the floor and really done my back in, or done it on the kitchen table, all sorts, and basically it's not good. So I am so excited to have this proper dedicated space where I can stand up. It comes to like hip height, can do all my cutting out. I can just slide this into the middle and it's ready to go. And then all my packing, I can have a little setup station with postcards and things ready to go. So it really will speed things up and hopefully mean that I can do more stuff in the shop, which is exciting. Underneath, I have got this big Alex trolley from IKEA, and it's got my tissue paper, labels, weighing scales, or tissue paper, bags, that kind of thing. So all my packing stuff is in one place and I can use it really easily. I've got this little unit here which I had at the previous house, which I'll probably store yarn on there, to be honest. Paper, mini ironing board, very useful, and then my big bad boy printer under there. He's my fave. We fall out sometimes, but he's generally pretty amazing. My whiteboard there which is not very pretty, but it's very useful for planning things out. And then this is my desk. So I actually have a desk to work at, and it's beautiful. I'm so excited. I put out all of my prettiest Sharpies. I do have some other pastels as well. And I found this on in one of the boxes. This was our Journey Home savings tracker. So each of these was like a chunk of our deposit, and we would colour it in when we saved up. And I didn't actually finish shading it in, but we did obviously save up a deposit, and I found this little bit of scripture which I thought was really lovely. Above all else, love each other deeply, because saving for a house, buying for a house, everything like that gets pretty stressful. So I think it's important to remember to take care of each other. Not sure if I'm going to keep this out or not, but handy for organising stuff. And then my beautiful chair, let's pull it out so you can have a look. Here's my lovely chair. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's like a dream come true. I need to pinch myself. I can't believe that my space is this beautiful. Wow. Mr. Bettles has been absolutely amazing, has built most of this furniture. The cutting table he designed and built from scratch, so that's incredible. Yeah, my little shredder under there. When I accidentally print people's labels twice, which I do quite a bit, so I have to shred them. And then my ironing board behind the door. Got a massive jumbo one, because then I like to have kind of piles and do stuff in one batch, so having a big one is really handy. And that's the curtain pole, which is waiting to go up. Curtains, we have to work out how we're going to get back at the window frame to do the curtains, but basically these tops are not attached, so we can just lift those off and move them out into the hallway, shove all the drawers along, and then pull the cutting table forward, and they'll just need to like climb underneath to put the curtains up. It's my dad and my husband, so I'm sure they won't mind. What do you think? I'd love to hear what you think, if you have any ideas for the space, and just what would you do? I think I definitely need some prints up, and here is going to be a really long shelf, which I'm just going to fill up with stock yarn, so yarn that's in the shop, so I can grab it easily and pack it at my packing station. So yeah, that's my sewing room. I can't wait to keep adding to it and really making it beautiful, but also keeping these tops really nice and clear so that there's plenty of space for working at them. And yeah, how exciting. One final, let's get right back so you can see it all together. Here's advent bags that are like half finished that I'm going to sew up for, so people who still want an advent bag can have one. But yeah, that's my beautiful sewing room. Photographic proof that Bee has all 4 legs on my lap. She's not quite sitting, but she is standing on my lap. I think she likes the sewing room as much as I do. Do you like it, Bee? What too? Showing your tummy. It's very nice. You want me to stroke your tummy? Very nice. You gonna show us your tummy then? Roll over. Bee. You're very pretty. Let me show your pretty face. There, lovely. You pretty girl.